Hello and welcome to my channel, The Danish Readaholic. Today I'm going to be showing you all of my unread books. Alright, so today I'm taking on the tedious task of showing you all of the books that I have not read yet. That being said, I do have a couple of books that I'm not going to show you for various reasons. So first up, I have some old books that I got from my grandmother. Some are in a series called Pernille and others are in a series called Susie Rødtop. In total, I have 13 books there that I'm not going to show you, but I am going to count them. And then we also have some books by an author who shall not be named. And I think we all know who I'm talking about. And I have 6 books from that specific series that we all know that I will not be showing you. So that is why we're not starting out with 0, we're starting out with 19. Let's get started. Elektriske Heidi by Elisabeth Gjerløf Nielsen. City of the Plague God by Servat Chadha. Arushan, The Song of Death by Roshni Chokshi. Rumblestar by Abby Elphinstone. Wonderscape by Jennifer Bell. The Strange World Travel Agency by L.D. Lipinski. Seraphina and the Black Cloak by Robert Beatty. Spirit Animals Book 2 Hunted by Maggie Stiefvater. Rise of the Isle of the Lost by Melissa de la Cruz. Nevermore, The Trials of Morrigan Crow by Jessica Townsend. Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, The Sword of Summer by Rick Riordan. School for Good and Evil, The Last Ever After. School for Good and Evil, Quest for Glory. And School for Good and Evil, A Crystal of Time, all by Saman Chinani. Inkheart by Cornelia Funk. Beauty and the Beast and Other Classic Fairy Tales. A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. A Treasury of Best Loved Fairy Tales. Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. Caraval, Legendary. And Finale, all by Stephanie Garber. Daughters of Enrai by Rennie K. Amayo. Where Dreams Descend. And When Night Breaks by Janella Angelis. Empire of the Vampire by Jay Kristoff. Realm Breaker by Victoria Aveyard. The Dragon and the Queen by Caitlin Davis. The Vine Eater and the Stone Eater by Carol Beth Anderson. Vespertine by Margaret Rogerson. Warrior of the Wild by Tricia Levenseller. Daughter of Sparta by Claire M. Andrews. There Will Come a Darkness by Katie Rose Poole. Furyborn by Claire Legrand. A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. Crown of Midnight, Heir of Fire, and Queen of Shadows, all by Sarah J. Maas. Skammer and Stedder Book 1 and 2. Skammer and Stedder Book 3 and 4, all by Line Kæberbøl. Den Usynlige Krig by Boris Hansen. Romanov by Nadine Brendis. Night Spinner by Addie Thorley. Tears of Frost and Soul of Sinner, both by Brie Barton. The Ever Cruel Kingdom by Rin Chupeco. Crave by Tracy Wolf. Daughter of the Pirate King by Tricia Levenseller. Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik. Midnight in Everwood by M.A. Kusnia. We Hunt the Flame by Hafsa Faisal. The Last Namsara by Kristen Cicerelli. Odin's Child by Siri Peterson. Ashlords by Scott Raitkin. When Wishes Bleed and The Omen of Stones by Casey L. Bond. The Stormcrow by Kaylin Josephson. The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. Red Tigress by Emily Vensau. Rhapsodic by Laura Talassa. Serpent and Dove by Shelby Mahurin. Onyx and Ivory by Mindy Arnett. A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kemmerer. Spin the Dawn by Elizabeth Lim. Sky in the Deep and The Girl the Sea Gave Back, both by Adrian Young. The Puppy War by R.F. Kwang. The Ravens by Cass Morgan and Danielle Page. A Reaper at the Gates and Sky Beyond the Storm by Saba Tahir. Kingdom of the Cursed by Karen Maniscalco. Our Violent Ends by Chloe Gong. The Prison Healer and The Gilded Cage, both by Lynette Noni. From Blood and Ash. Kingdom of Flesh and Fire and The Crown of Gilded Bones, all by Jennifer L. Armentrout. The Iron King, The Iron Daughter, The Iron Queen, The Iron Knight, and The Iron Raven, all by Julie Kagawa. These Hollow Vows by Lexi Ryan. Fire with Fire by Destiny Soria. Jade Fire Gold by June C.L. Tan. Lore by Alexandra Brecken. Circle of Shadows by Evelyn Sky. Mirage by Sumaya Daoud. Master of One by Jada Jones and Danny Bennett. Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. This Golden Flame by Emily Victoria. Year of the Reaper by Makia Lucia. Star Darter by Sveta Thakra. The Bright and the Pale by Jessica Rubenkovsky. These Rebel Waves by Sarah Ross. Shielded by Caitlin Flanders. Defy the Night by Bridget Kemmerer. Namesake by Adrian Young. Witches Steeped in Gold by Sienna Smart. The Gilded Ones by Namina Forna. After Love by Tanya Byrne. Beast of Prey by Ayana Gray. The Coldest Touch by Isabel Sterling. Thornwood by Leah Cypress. Air Awakens by Elise Kova. This Poison Heart by Kaylin Bayron. Cinderella is Dead by Kaylin Bayron. Only a Monster by Vanessa Len. Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Sue Lin Tan. House of Dragons by Jessica Cluis. Rise of the Red Hand by Olivia Chadha. A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik. Reawakened by Colleen Colleen Hook, Pawn by Angela J. Ford, Tiger's Curse by Colleen Hook, Spectrum by Nana Foss, Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, Daughter of Chaos, and Path of Night, both by Sarah Rees Brennan, Below by Alexandria Warwick, East by Edith Patu, The Traitor's Kiss by Erin Beatty, Shadow and Bone, Siege and Storm, and Ruin and Rising, all by Lee Bardugo, Timekeeper by Tara Sim, The Light Between Worlds by Laura E. Weymouth, Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi, Son of the Storm by Sui Davies Okomboa, The Mortal Instruments Book 2, City of Ashes by Cassandra Clare, On Birthday by Liz Braswell, Go the Distance by Jen Calonita, Once Upon a Dream, and As Old as Time by Liz Braswell, Winterkeep by Kristen Kishore, The Diabolic, The Empress, and The Nemesis, all by S.J. Kincaid, The Final Girl Support Group by Grady Hendrix, Goddess in the Machine by Laura Beth Johnson, The 100 Homecoming, and The 100 Rebellion, both by Cass Morgan, Battle Royale by Christian Takami, The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken, The Hunger Games by Susan Collins, Salt and Stone by Victoria Scott, A Million Little Pieces by James Frey, The Lovely Bones by Alice Sebold, The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins, The Poisonwood Bible by Barbara Kingsolver, A Column of Fire by Ken Follett, The Worry Trick by David A. Carbonell, The Horse Dancer by Jojo Moyes, After You by Jojo Moyes, The Book Thief by Marcus Zuzak, Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass by Lewis Carroll, American Gods by Neil Gaiman, Quiet by Susan Cain, Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harari, Where Rainbows End by Cecilia Ahern, Lord of Flies by William Golding, The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, Ariadne by Jennifer Saint, Trigger Warning by Neil Gaiman, Into the Wild by John Krakauer, Kvinnen i Boet by Jussi Elder Olsen, The Great Year by Kim Liggett, Neverworld Wake by Marisha Pessel, Cold as Marble, and Silent as the Grave by Zoe Arson, Pulse by Michael Harvey, The Puppet Boy of Washaw by Eva Weaver, Ready Player One by Ernst Klein, Dreams and Shadows by C. Robert Cargill, The Help by Catherine Stockett, Renegades by Marissa Meyer, and that was all the books. Actually, I do have a couple books that are packed away in my little seat thing I have in my room, so I'm not gonna take them out now, but I am gonna add the numbers now. Also, there are a couple of books that I have multiple editions of, for example, Anna Karenina and A Christmas Carol. So I have, as you've seen by now, added a number for each of those since I count the editions and not necessarily the book themselves. Also, I have 2 editions of Winterkeep. The majority of the books, well, all the books that I have on my shelves are also now counted, and a few books that are hidden in different spaces are also now added, so you can see the full total of all the books that I have that are unread. If you made it to the finish line, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment telling me if there's any of the books that you need me to read ASAP, and also, you know, if you just want to let me know that you're here but don't really know what to comment, you can always leave a green heart just to, you know, let me know that you were here. If you like this video, please hit the like icon, and if you want to see more of my bookish content, please hit that subscribe button. It would just mean the world to me. And until I see you next time, bye!